What's going on, everyone? It is Wednesday, February 5th. Back to the second vlog of this series. I'm so excited to do this today. Today we have a pretty jam-packed day, I'm not gonna lie. Today we have to gonna go to Publix, get some groceries. I got so busy the last few days that I didn't realize I have zero food in the house. So I'm gonna get some food, make breakfast, then meeting 9:30. Then we have to meet my boy at the gym at 10:30. And then after that, we have a few more meetings and some student catching up. Got to go on a 10-mile run at some point today. And yeah, that's pretty much the day so far. Of course, it's ever changing as I have a lot to do. And for those who don't know who I am, my name is Michael. I'm 23 years old. I live by myself in South Florida. I have an Amazon business that does well over $2 million a year in annual sales. That makes me plenty of money to live the life I want to live since I graduated college. Started that in college 3 years ago almost. Scaled that business to over $1 million in sales in 8 months while in college. So now I have a full-time business, living the life. And yeah, so I'm just making these vlogs to document my business journey, but also my athletic journey and just everything in between. So let's go on with the day here. All right, now back from Publix. Kind of weird, they had no eggs today. I guess there's an egg shortage going on in Florida. But anyway, made breakfast. Right here you can see I got a banana, strawberries, grapes, 3 eggs, some cheese mixed in the eggs, 2 pieces of toast. 1 piece of toast I put egg on, the other piece I just put some cream cheese on. So now I'm gonna eat this. It's about 8:45 right now. 9:30 I have a meeting. So after this, go on the computer, get some work done. I saw last night a few of my students sent me some messages like past midnight. I guess they were up grinding in the Amazon working. So I got to answer those questions after breakfast. And then we'll get going on with the day. But overall, it's a pretty good day here in Florida. It's like 80 degrees today, sadly. I don't know. We're going to get a heat front again. I guess winter's gone here in Florida. But anyways, keep on grinding in this. And then I'll just keep on taking it all throughout the day. All right, so now what I'm doing post-breakfast is I'm at the computer and I'm looking over one of my students' sourcing sheets. So example, one of my new students, he is his first week doing Amazon and his first week doing OA product sourcing. So pretty much what he did was last night he sourced what it looks like 14 products. And I told him, when you're done sourcing for the night, send me the sheet and I will review each product you found, give you my opinion on each one. So that way you have a good idea what I personally would buy so you can make a good buying decision and also learn from your mistakes. So that is what I'm doing right now. And let me show you real quick. So right here is like his sourcing sheet. I'm just covering up a lot of the info as I don't want to expose his leads. So essentially what I'm going to do now is go through all 14 of them. It'll probably take me like 10 minutes or so, analyze the Keepa charts, and then give him his feedback on what he should start buying so that way he can place his first FBA order this week. And then after this, we're going to have a Zoom call with one of my new students, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so it's almost 10 a.m. now. We just finished up the call with my boy Pablo. Hopefully we can help him start and grow his Amazon business very soon and get the ball rolling. Let me just show you right here. Here's the call. I use this app called Fathom. So I use this app called Fathom to record all my calls and take notes. That way I can send them to the person I just talked to, and that way they can get a good overview of the call and have a recording of it, which is super cool. But one thing I finished up before the call, so like I was saying before, my student Matt sent me a list of all his leads that he found. And one thing I did was, let me show you right here, because I was thinking, so I made this 17-minute Loom video for him. And essentially the point of this Loom video was me going through every single product on a sheet, looking at the Amazon listing and making sure the listing on the website matches, and then me reviewing the Keepa charts, everything to make sure that each product he found is good. And I gave him my detailed opinion about every single product, whether I thought it was good or bad, so that way he knows how to proceed and make good buys for his first online arbitrage purchase. Because the point of, if you're working with a mentor or a coach, should be to help you grow your business efficiently and effectively and avoid mistakes, right? So that's what I do. Matt joined, he wants help to grow, so I am going to review all his stuff so he can make good, smart buying decisions and get my feedback on every single product. Especially if you're new, this is extremely helpful, and even if your experience is even extremely helpful to help you avoid mistakes that I have made in the past, right? Many programs you join, like many Amazon coaches, for example, when I wanted to learn Amazon wholesale, a year and a half or so ago, I actually paid $6,000 for this one guy's Amazon wholesale mentorship program. And it was the worst decision I ever made. The reason it was the worst decision was because based how I was sold the program was I was going to get a ton of one-on-one support with the guy who was doing $4 million a year in annual sales doing wholesale. So in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going to have his phone number, get to talk to him a ton, have one-on-one calls, see him on all the group calls. But no, that wasn't the case. I spoke to him once on the phone for 3 minutes, and I had to call him like 5 times to get access to him. Besides that, I never heard from him once on the phone or via text to answer any of my questions. In the Discord chat, he never responded to anyone's questions. And then on most of the Zoom calls, it was just some random coach that he hired who was doing like less sales a year than I was doing to teach us. So overall, it was a shitty investment. And that is just something I think about when I'm crafting a program to help other Amazon sellers grow, is I don't want the program to be something shitty like that, right? If you're paying me a good sum of your money, I want you to get the most out of it and feel like that you're actually getting that one-on-one support. So that's why I make these Loom videos reviewing. My students text me on a Sunday with questions. I get back to them or even hop on a quick phone call with them. You're texting me Keepa charts at like 11 p.m. at night. I'm responding with a voice memo that's 60 seconds long about everything I think about that Keepa chart so you can see how I think about it. That is what one-on-one coaching should be like, and that is what I'm trying to craft. And that's what I keep on telling people, like, I don't want to craft a program where people feel like they're not getting my support. So that's why I only take a select few of people who are dedicated, who will be blowing up my phone asking me questions, right? Those are the people I want to work with. So if that sounds like you're more than welcome to shoot me a DM on Instagram and click the link in the description. But anyways, enough of that stuff. Now, since it's 10, I'm going to get ready to go to the gym, get the pre-workout ready, drive over to the gym. I'm going to hit legs today, which is going to be like interesting because I also have to run 8 to 10 miles tonight. So 8 to 10 miles off leg day will be rough, but you know what? We ball, we don't care. We do hard shit. That is my motto. I do hard stuff. I don't really care if it's hard. We do it because why not, right? So get that done, and then I'll just keep you guys posted on how that workout goes. So we're on the way to the gym right now, and while driving there, there's just something I really want to talk about. And I've mentioned this a few times on social media. It was probably the first time here on YouTube. And that is my private label brand that I am making. So right now, I am in early development stages of a private label brand, and it's going to be a supplement. But before I go into exactly like what it is and why, I've been thinking about making a private label brand for probably like 2-3 years now. Honestly, since I started Amazon 3 years ago, it's like there was something in the back of my mind. I knew I wanted to do it because ultimately, when you make your own brand, your own company, that is an asset that you have, and that you can eventually one day exit it for like 10, 50, $100 million, or however much your company's worth, even like $1 billion plus, right? So I've been thinking about it for a while. I was like, what do I want to start, right? And so over the last 3 years, I've accumulated quite a bit of capital from Amazon doing online arbitrage and wholesale. So I have quite a bit of capital saved up, and I was like, okay, it's time to start something, but I got to make sure whatever I start, I actually want to do, right? I don't want to start a brand for a money grab or something I'm not passionate in, right? I see a lot of people in this space, they start like, say they're a guy, and then they come up with some like vitamin for women. Like, bro, you can't tell me that's something you're truly passionate about, right? It's just making it because you think it's going to make money, right? So then when I was thinking about this, I was like, okay, so what are things that I'm passionate about that I can make a product out of? And that's when I came across like a supplement, because I'm an athlete, right? I've been running my entire life. I've done 3 marathons. I like doing triathlons. And even more recently, I've gotten more into the gym. So then I was like, okay, so the product I have to make should be a product that's targeted towards endurance athletes like marathon runners, or just all athletes in general who do an endurance sport. So like running, biking, swimming, all those stuff. And also like the hybrid athlete, right? So the hybrid athlete are people who do endurance sports but also like to lift weights. So you may be thinking it's just almost like a Nick Bare, BPN type of brand. And yes, you are right. It is very similar in many ways to a BPN brand, right? But our brand is going to be unique in its own ways, which I'll get to in a little bit. But it's definitely going to target a similar audience. And I love and respect a lot of the things that Nick Bare's done with his brand, as like how he's really taken over the endurance and hybrid athlete space and made, like, honestly, long distance running a little cooler, because a lot of people don't think it's a cool sport. I think it's really awesome, which I love it. And the nice thing about if I come out with a supplement targeted towards these type of people, it's my life. So I'm going to use it on a daily basis, right? I can give it to all my friends to use. And it's just going to be something I certainly enjoy using. Even if the brand flops, I can still use the product to myself, right? So at the end of the day, I'm still going to use something for me. But besides that, the brand name I don't want to mention just yet because we haven't finished the trademark for it. So I don't want one of y'all stealing it and like being an asshole and stealing our brand name. But the brand basically goes about people who don't believe in limits, who are always looking to exceed their limits that are possible, who are looking to discover new boundaries, who are just looking to be like that different type of person, right? So if you're someone who just like, all right, I'm just going to sign up for an ultra marathon because why not? Or just want to do some hard shit, this is the brand for you, right? We're not targeting bodybuilders in specific, but in general, if you like doing hard shit, this is the brand for you. And also like being a little adventurous and out there, right? So that's kind of how the brand's going. Of course, once the website's made, you can read our whole About Us story. And once we have all the details fine-lined, I'll make an official video explaining how the brand's going to work. But yeah, the first product is probably going to be just a basic electrolyte mix that you can mix with your water while doing a long run or like stuff like that. But yeah, besides that, we're also working on really trying to make the brand itself its own entity. I don't want it to have to fall under me. Like, we're making its own Instagram for it. I'm going to put quite a bit of my own money into marketing it to make it like its own big thing. Like, people want to rep the brand, right? It's going to be a cool brand with a younger audience, probably 18 to 30 year olds, like young people who like to do fun shit. So the videos are going to be super adventurous, travel videos, stuff like that for the YouTube and Instagram. And also, one thing I really want to do is I want to create a super awesome run club that's around the brand. And this run club is not going to be some like shitty little run club. It's going to be something fun, engaging. We're going to have cool collabs, you know, maybe one run club will have like cold plunges there and all that stuff. My friend is going to probably be the president of it. He was a run club president in the past. And honestly, I just have a lot of cool plans for this brand. And my biggest thing right now is I'm just thinking, where do I want the brand to be located? Because right now I'm in Boca Raton, Florida, but we have a little bit of an older crowd here. And I really want to be in a spot with a super young crowd because this is where the brand is going to flourish with. So I'm either thinking, well, where I'm leaning towards right now is growing and basing the brand out of probably Miami. Like, I may be moving to Brickell for my other business stuff because it's a good spot to be, and then I can just grow the brand out over there in Brickell because there's a ton of young people, and there are several run clubs and stuff out there, but this run club's gonna be different. I was also thinking like Austin, Texas, but right now over there in Austin we have like Nick Bare and all that stuff taken over there, so I don't want to go over there and be a direct competitor. We can be like that vibe, but on the East Coast in Florida. I think it'd be super cool. And yeah, so I'm going to be working on that the next several months, so you'll hear updates here and there from me on my Instagram and stuff. You're going to start seeing a lot of fitness content as I'm working on growing that side of the brand. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. And if you're into the endurance sports, lifting, all that stuff, you'll really like what the brand means once you start seeing the videos and stuff come out. Sorry, there's just this dumbass walking across the street blocking all the traffic, but yeah, so you'll really like it. And yeah, I'm super excited. So now we're gonna hit the gym and I'll talk to y'all after. All right, boys, so we're back from the gym now, and now it's time to make some lunch. We're going to whip up some ground beef right here. It is Trader Joe's 96.4 pound of ground beef. Maybe make some tacos with it. We're gonna whip that up now. I'm gonna also get a protein shake going. The protein that I use is this protein from BPN. It is some whey protein, 25 grams per serving of protein, I believe. Let's double check that. Yeah, 25 grams of protein per serving, so that's good. I'm trying to get my protein intake up so I can gain some muscle. Also gonna add some creatine into there. Try to get the muscle building going here. It's hard for me to build muscle, guys. I'm a runner. So going to eat lunch, drink that, and then after that, it's time to film some new videos. I'm gonna film some YouTube videos, some informational videos on how Amazon works, because a lot of people ask me for that. So we're gonna do that. And yeah, besides that, today sadly isn't the most interesting day for me, but I think it's also important to show how not every day in an entrepreneur's life is exciting, right? A lot of the days that we spend are just spent working on the computer and working out, but I'm never just going to spend all day working on the computer. I've really prioritized my health, so working out like twice a day is super important for me, usually a lift and a run. So that is pretty much what today consists. I'll probably pick up the vlog this weekend again because I'm probably heading to Miami. So if I do, you'll see that Miami vlog this weekend. It'll be pretty sick, meet up with some cool people down there. But besides that, I'll catch you all at the computer in a little bit. All right, everyone, just touching base here. I'm actually recording this from my phone because you can see right up here, I just been recording some YouTube videos, just in the lab here, recording some YouTube videos. But essentially, what I'm doing right now is I'm recording a bunch of informational YouTube videos for all y'all who want to start Amazon, but aren't super familiar on how it works, and you want just some free informational content. I'm making that right now. It's already super valuable. I think both of these first 2 or 3 videos I just filmed are going to be super informational for you. So I'm super excited to get those out in the future content. But yeah, so I'm filming YouTube videos right now. It is 3:55. Probably I'm going to do another 1 to 2 videos, and then in an hour I'm going to run. But overall, the day's going pretty smooth. And one thing I was just thinking, like just a random thought I had today, was lately you see a lot of people buying like super expensive cars, right? See a lot of people buying like Uruses, for example. Like those you see everywhere down like in Miami, right? And so we think about it like a used Urus you can get for around $200,000, right? And in my mind, well, from what I already know, because I know people who have them, right? And these kids who are buying them are making somewhere between $10,000 to $20,000 a month, right? They're not even making that much money. Like, don't get me wrong, $10,000, $20,000 a month is super good. That's $120,000, $240,000 a year in profit, right? But the issue is these kids, right? They're buying a Urus off $10,000 a month in profit, so they're able to make the monthly payment of $3,000, $4,000. But then after you add in their rent and their insurance and then food, they're going to be broke. And then plus they got to pay taxes off their $10,000 in profit. So I don't know. In my opinion, you shouldn't be buying a car that costs $200,000+ unless you're able to buy that car in cash. And even more so, you should be making that amount of money per month. So say you buy a $200,000 car, you should be making $200,000 in profit that month. So if you ever see me with a car like a Lamborghini or like McLaren, Ferrari, whatever those cars, if you ever see me driving one, just know however much that car costs, I made it in a month. I'm not there yet. The most I ever made in a month was about $120,000 in a month in profit. And the car I own is about $120,000. So Honestly, it was probably a little too expensive for me to buy, but I have made that amount a month in profit, so it's okay. So I'm not gonna buy a $250,000 car unless I make $250,000 a month consistently month over month. And also in my mind anyways, it's like $250,000 car. I could buy three really nice cars for that price. I could buy like three $80,000 cars for $250,000. So I could get myself like a super nice truck. I could get my mom a car, and I could get my sister a really nice car too. So I could get all three of us nice cars, which is something I would much rather do, gifting people cars, than me just driving around a $250,000 Ferrari or whatever and being scared I'm going to scratch the wheels on something and have to spend $10,000 to replace the brakes every like 2 months. That's just my perspective on it. But anyways, I'm just getting back to work. Little story time, I guess. But I'm gonna get back to work and I'll see you all probably on the run. All right, boys. So we just finished up the run. 8 miles, 7:54 pace, hour 3 minutes. Honestly, this run was tough. Leg day from this morning made it extra difficult, but it is what it is. We get the shit done. Honestly, the goal tonight was just to hit 10, but some days it makes it tough. Weather shit, stomach was hurting, and leg day on top of it. But it is what it is. 8 miles is solid, 24 miles in the week, going strong. We'll easily hit weekly mileage of 50, so no problem there. Now gonna eat dinner and do some more work. Catch you all inside. All right, so we're back from the run now. It was honestly a pretty solid run, like I said before, 8 miles. Given that we did leg day today, honestly not bad. So now I'm going to go ahead and get that shower in and go out and get food. I've been doing a terrible job this week, honestly, in getting food. I have like no dinner food here. I've just been so busy that I've been forgetting to actually buy food. Like this morning I went to the grocery store, and of course I didn't buy any dinner type food. I just bought fucking what did I buy? Like breakfast food. Like stupid of me, but whatever. So probably gonna go out and get food somewhere, not sure where exactly yet. Get food and then come back. And I think the plan tonight is to obviously gotta review some Amazon stuff, reprice some products, but besides that, I'm gonna try to film one maybe YouTube video tonight, going over some stuff. But otherwise, it's been a pretty productive day. We'll see what the rest of the week has in store. But yeah, I'll catch you all at dinner or something whenever I pick up the camera next. All right, so in the car now, just went to Whole Foods, got a little food for dinner here. I also copped this NeuroGum. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried it, but my old student Jordan was texting me earlier. He's like, bro, you gotta cop the NeuroGum, it's fire. So I was like, okay, go to Whole Foods tonight, cop that. Supposedly it really does help with focus. It has a ton of caffeine in here, 80 milligrams of caffeine in 2 pieces that you take, so that's fire, and supposedly it's instant. So I'm super excited to try it tomorrow. But anyways, gonna eat the food here, go back home, and yeah, see y'all later. All right, boys, gonna close out the vlog here. Honestly, it wasn't the most exciting day by any means, but that's how the day in the life of someone when you're not fully like working a 9-to-5 job, when you have your own business, you know, your days are kind of just all over the place. You can do really whatever you want, what you want. So, you know, like today, we went to the gym, ran 8 miles, and just got a lot of work done on the computer. Just building new systems, building new stuff on the computer. Because right now, like I said, working on the supplement company, working on the Amazon business, working on my coaching side of the business where I help people learn Amazon, all that stuff. And I'm really liking how every business right now is going in a good upwards trajectory. I definitely think the last year or so, I got kind of comfortable, I would say. Like a little too comfortable with where I was at. I was in college, and then the business was honestly just, you know, going at a smooth line. It wasn't increasing by any means, it wasn't decreasing. It was just in a smooth line, you know, pushing like $30,000 to $50,000 profit months, just chilling between all my businesses. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you know, now that I'm looking at it, it's like, I gotta go up again. I gotta increase the business. And the only way to do that is by working hard, building new systems, and growing. So, like I said, I think between the businesses, we should get to $100,000 profit months by June or July. I'm hoping June, that's the goal right now. And I'm just building those systems in the back end to make sure everything goes smoothly, right? Working on the Amazon side, and I'm just super, super excited to add the private label side into Amazon, as that's going to be so awesome. My my long stretch goal would be $1 million a month in sales within 12 months from now, so like early next year. But obviously, there's a lot that goes into that because supply chain's a big part. Like producing enough units to do $1 million in monthly sales of like a $30 to $50 product is tough, right? I thankfully, capital wise, to buy the inventory shouldn't be that big of an issue, just because I have saved a ton of money over the last few years. Like, I don't know if I ever talked about it on the vlog, but I made my first $50,000 a month in profit before I was 20 years old, just selling shoes. Did it several more times, reselling PlayStation 5, reselling Yeezys. I had $100,000 profit in 2 weeks between like 3 Yeezy drops, selling like 3,000 pairs of Yeezys. So that I got for retail botting shoes. So I have done quite well for myself at 23, and I've done quite well saving my money, especially the last few months. I've been moving it more and more into stocks. And obviously right now the stock market's down, crypto market's down, so my investments are not doing so hot. But like I said, I've been in here for the long run, been investing months, way back in the day, been investing. So still, I think we're still up quite a bit, which is phenomenal. So I'm just really looking to push into the private label brand, have that hit huge months on Amazon, and meanwhile growing like my own personal brand here on YouTube and Instagram, and also just helping people start their Amazon FBA business. Because my big thing is, I was blessed enough to start that business to add like another $10 to like $50,000 a month in profit to my business. And the one nice thing about Amazon is it's really not that hard, as long as you have some working capital to start off, to hit that $10,000 profit a month, right? If you're at 20% margins, that's $50,000 in profit a month. $50,000 in sales a month to hit that $10,000 profit margin, or $10,000 in profit, right? And if you're at $100,000 in sales at a 10% margin, which is really easy to do, if assuming you have the capital to buy enough inventory to hit $100,000, then you can make that $10,000 a month in profit easily. And like me, I hit 40,000 my first month, 80 my second. 40,000 wasn't quite $10,000 profit, but when I hit 80,000, I believe it was like $13,000 profit my second month selling on Amazon. And for most people, that's a life-changing amount of money, right? And I just want to use all the skills and stuff I've learned over the last few years to pass it on to the new people, to help them make that first $10,000 profit month and change their life. You know, $10,000 a month, that's $120,000 a year. And then even if you coast at $10,000 for 11 months out of the year, assuming you have a general Q4 spike, like 99% of Amazon sellers do, assuming you're doing it right, hit 20,000 in December, you know, you push $130,000 in profit in a year selling on Amazon, and like you could be living in Colombia going straight prep center route. That is life-changing money. So that is really why I do it, because I just love seeing people grow. And me, Amazon business does great. About $200,000 a month in sales right now, strictly wholesale, which I love. But like I said, private label is the move for me right now. I'm growing a brand that I love, can cherish, and it can be around for years, and hopefully after I'm long gone. So that's the goal right now. But otherwise, boys, this is the end of the vlog. I'll probably pick up the camera again this weekend sometime and vlog like Friday or Saturday. We'll see. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this, and if you did, please subscribe. It means a lot. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one.